I feel like there's not even like pollen for them to get off the flowers because it's dead. Like nothing's blooming. She's focused. She's focused on something. Nice. Maze. It has not rained since May 19th in our area, our little plot of land right here. There's been some storms and they break up and they seem to all go around us. But it has not rained at our house since May 19th. 19 days ago. That is unheard of in spring in Tennessee. It's ridiculous.
We're gonna die.
The grass is like crunchy. It's not even fun to come out here and play blitz ball or soccer or anything because just it's crunchy and like your feet kind of, I don't know, just feels weird. Like it's not soft, lush grass like we're used to.
Sounds like white people problems.
But today we're hopefully supposed to get some rain. So hopefully that'll change. I mean, it's not gonna be a lot. It's not gonna reverse all this. But hopefully we get into a pattern now where, ooh, look at that big old boy. KC 135, Strato taking lots of practice lately. I don't know why they're doing drills, but maybe we need practice. I don't know. Maybe we have too many tax dollars going on right now. But the garden, on the other hand, is still doing fine because we've had to supplement it with water. Every 2 to 3 days we water, maybe. Depends how dry it gets. It's been more like 3 or 4 actually. Now that I think about it, we've done pretty good with water. The sun's coming out now, finally. We've had all this smoke. It's been like a cloud cover for the past few days. Like it's been terrible, actually. Not as bad as up north. Up north looks crazy. But anyways, garden. Tomatoes are just insane. I put the cattle gate on there just thinking like, hey, you know what? Like maybe they'll spread out over it. But they went straight up through it. I thought maybe they'd lay down on it. Nope, not the case. Herbs are doing great. That one's just a little pollinator for everything. So that one's doing fine. Strawberries are finally coming back in. Broccoli and lettuce has been fantastic. We've had endless supply of lettuce for salads. The broccoli, we did a flash freeze on it, so that way we can take it out for dinners and stuff. It'll be good. The problem with the broccoli is it's a cold weather plant, and we had some really hot days. So this thing just started seeding and flowering out of control. So we lost a couple of them, but for the most part, they did good. So we'll clear all this out, and then that'll become, I don't know what we're gonna plant. We haven't done any beans. I don't know if I can still get bean plants or not, but I would love to make this all beans if we can. But the tomatoes, man, they're just coming in like crazy. So we got these guys, these little sun sugar, little cherry tomatoes. A bunch of these are all gonna be cherry tomatoes and smaller ones. Some of the bigger stuff is down here. Some brandy wines. This side is all much bigger tomatoes, which are coming in fantastic. These are really good. But we should be getting rain today because we desperately need it. We're not used to it. I know there's a couple lakes, Norris, Douglas, Cherokee. They're all super low in water right now, and it's hurting businesses up there and stuff because they can't operate like they normally can. The peppers are doing fantastic. Finally got some jalapenos coming in. I don't know what this is. This looks like a sweet pepper plant that just grew out the side of the box randomly. Tons of sweet peppers, bell peppers coming in like crazy. Habaneros, some hot ones, not too many hot ones. The bananas never happened.
What an idiot!
I really wanted a TikTok and a YouTube video as crazy as this to come true, but it never did. That's okay. Strawberries never came up either. The strawberry roots. My mother-in-law bought like a package of strawberry roots and they never came up. So I don't know what happened there, but Morgs, what do you think? You hot? It's beautiful today. It's only in the 70s. After having some 80-degree days and no rain, it'll be nice to have 70s and a little bit of moisture today. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some rain, maybe we won't. Maybe it'll just keep doing its own thing, going off the other way. How you doing, girl? I bet you want some mud, huh? You haven't had any mud in quite some time. You want broccoli? Oh, listen to that crunch. That's got some crunch to it, huh? She's a fan of the broccoli. Tons of cantaloupe and melon ready to come in. I need to weed this box though. But again, super dry. which that doesn't get watered as often, but still needs water. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens here, Tennessee. You're gonna give us some moisture, hopefully. Do a little dance. Meg, should we do a little dance, get some rain? And I have this footage from a few months ago that just I have so much of this kind of stuff that never just turns into a vlog just because it's I either just film that little section and never continue with it or something. But this is a little section from a few months back to kind of bring us back up to speed with where we are right now with something else going on once Babs gets home. Because I'm not going to take blame for this one. I might have had a part in it. I don't know. We'll see. But here it is. Do you have any idea what you're doing right now?
No. This is called We're Gonna Wing It, and hopefully we can have some hot French bread in about 3 hours from now.
3 hours?
I know, long time.
Okay, so I went to the depot yesterday, and there's a Habitat store right by it. And I went in because I was looking for something for the shed. Just start going in all these stores looking for stuff. We've always wanted a bread maker. They're kind of pricey. So we figured, I saw one on the shelf for 10 bucks. It works, supposedly, with hope. So I bought it for 10 bucks. So we're gonna find out right now. But we're learning this process is not quick. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to make a loaf of bread. Which I guess it's hands off, I don't know. Like, maybe, I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes though. This is gonna be our first.
I have seen you can buy boxes of bread at the store
And you just pour it in?
that you just dump into the bread machine and it will make it.
Well, like, so
But
this
we're
is the
making
French?
everything from scratch.
This is the French you're making?
We're gonna do French, and we're gonna do the 1.5 pound loaf.
So
That's where we're starting.
your water has to be 80 degrees. That first off, that's like getting your water at 80. But like you said, a kit. So if you had bread flour, sugar, salt, and then your yeast, that could all be in a package easily. And then you just add the butter.
I probably would just add it.
I don't know. So we'll check back in here and see how Babs is doing with her.
I did try to make cinnamon rolls this morning.
How'd that go?
That went bad because I realized that after I got it all prepared, the yeast expired. So my dough did not rise. We'll retry that one.
She's all about that dough this morning. So you don't get that dough. But we gotta try, experiment things. Wait, so this is like it? Oh, look at those little cubes. They're all like perfect in each corner.
Well, it said place butter in the corners, so I figured I'd place it in all 4 corners.
All
right.
You good?
No, it was all wrapped up.
Oh, okay.
So we've got it turned on, plugged in,
Yeah.
ready to go. So all our ingredients are in our bread pan.
Oh,
We're
this
ready
is full
to go.
tutorial right now. All right.
All right. So the next step is we're gonna place it inside of our bread maker.
Okay.
We're gonna lock it down.
Yeah.
All right. So place it. Now we gotta make sure we get it in the little thing. Okay. We gotta lock. Okay, we'll figure out how to lock it. This we've never done, so I don't know.
3 hours later.
The bread maker is locked in to the bread maker machine.
Yeah.
So now we got to see what we do after that. Desired bread color. Program timer if,
Wait, you can color your bread?
yeah, so we can select. So select bread. Whole wheat, rapid wheat. Okay, we've got French. Do you want the bread color to be medium, light, or dark?
I don't want to say a comment publicly.
Cancelled.
Probably just go medium and then...
It says medium. It already came up with a time. It says
4 hours?
when done, turn off and remove bread from pan. So we've got it all set for our French bread on a medium color bread. So next we're gonna hit start. And now, I'm assuming this bread machine will take charge.
I don't know what I was waiting for, but it didn't do anything. Oh, it's resting. We gotta let it rest.
So now,
We'll be back in 4 hours. Does that look right? You sure you did it right?
I'm 90% sure it's done right.
I like the sound of that.
We have a minute until the bread is done. Then we are going to take it out. We're going to take it out once it beeps. We're going to put it on the cooling rack. It says to let it cool first, but we know.
How long will this bread last?
Probably 2.2 seconds.
Okay, it's beeping. Go, come on.
So
hurry. What are
now
you doing?
we are going to lift up the lid. Probably hot, so we gotta
Hot plate. Hot plate.
take our bread out. This glove is a little too thick.
Look at that. Wow. That actually looks really good.
It says to dump it out. I wonder. All right.
Whoa, throwing bread, girl? That looks pretty tasty.
Okay.
Look at that thing.
Before we cut this.
Oh.
Like, that thing is steaming. Yeah, definitely let it sit for a minute.
All right, Chewie. Ready for light speed.
Seems like a very difficult process, huh?
It is a difficult process when you got to get a certain amount of grams of water.
And you're trying to get a temp, too?
Well, 80 degrees is on the internet.
You saw the thing on the internet.
Is supposed to be room temperature water. So I need 375 grams of room temperature water. And that's close enough. Nice. So we're gonna
The internet, huh? That's what the internet said?
That's what the interweb said. Now we're gonna pour the water in this bowl.
Well, why don't you catch people up to where we're at? Because I just shared with them your bread machine.
So
And that was maybe, what, 3 months ago?
we have moved on from the bread machine. We use it to make cinnamon roll dough. But now we have stepped up to making sourdough bread. So we have our jar of starter.
From scratch.
From scratch. All of this is from scratch.
So you're straight Betty Crocker now. You went from Susie Homemaker with her appliance back to Betty Crocker.
Yeah.
Just
Betty Crocker
home
it up.
freaking made.
Okay,
So that's your starter?
that's the starter dough.
So you like feed that thing every day, huh?
I will feed it after I make my dough.
Is that like your dog? You make sure it has food every day?
Yes.
And then you use that to make your dough, huh?
Yep.
So you've like gone 0 to 100 real quick. You went from a bread machine, fully automatic,
What the heck?
to making your own
To making own bread.
bread. That's
I don't think
delicious,
that
by
will
the way.
sit.
So that's your dough, ready to go now, right?
Now it's gonna sit, and then I will.
Oh, I like your towel, honey, for June. You're so...
By the way, it's not a pride rainbow. It doesn't have purple.
Oh, well. So now that sits for how long?
Well, I'm gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna add some salt to it. I use kosher salt. And then I will stretch the dough and then let it sit. And whenever you think about it, at least every hour, stretch the dough. Then tonight I'll put it in the refrigerator. It will rise overnight. Then tomorrow night, I will roll it up and put it in my little chip basket that my children stole from the Mexican restaurant. And then I'll cover it, and then the next day Matt will bake it.
And then if you have spare stuff, you can make this stuff, which is focaccia.
Bless you.
Focaccia. We didn't get any rain. Not a single drop. Very disappointing. Oh, you guys see the fireflies? They're on about. You can tell. Tell summer's here when the fireflies start going. Anyways, didn't get a drop of rain. That is a bummer. So we got 3 more days now, I guess, without water. It's not supposed to rain again until Sunday. Warm back up, so we'll see what we get out of it. But it's pretty out right now. It's like in the 70s. Fireflies are out and about doing their thing. I kind of want to start a fire pit. Like, it'd be nice to sit out right now because it's so cool and odd. What are you barking at? You barking at deers? You look all worn out. All right, well, really wish we had gotten rain, but that's the way it goes. Is that me staying safe?